loves, Dionysia here. Wanted to take a moment out to speak to you about the Goddess Conference, about a question that's come up from some of you about this particular conference. So I've had some of you ask about the Crone theme, naming that you don't really feel related to that or really feel like it's pertinent to you. And I get that, I totally get that, especially since we tend to associate the crone with old woman, elder woman, aging, maybe even approaching dying. And I wanted to speak to that for a moment and sort of clarify for you what's actually going on with this conference and with this theme, so that if that's, you know, the thing that's holding you back from attending, that you have a better sense of what's actually going on. So there are many faces of the crone throughout goddess herstory and goddess mythologies, and many of them are related to aging or to dying. They're also related to wisdom and to the wisdom carriers and the wisdom keepers. And in this particular conference year, they're celebrating Crone as Lady of the Other Worlds, meaning those places from beyond the veil that we can draw on, that we can glean wisdom from, that we can lean into for support. So there are a couple of things about this theme. Number one, for those of you who are coming to the Her Mystery School part of this experience, we're going to be leaning into Dark Mother, which is Crone as the mother who receives us, the elder who has the wisdom to hold us and to give us the space to release into, give us the space to lay things down, to let things die. Because we need to. That's life is cyclical. We are cyclical beings, both externally and internally. And so when we approach Crone from that expression, we have a real opportunity to help ourselves lay things to the ground so that new things can sprout up. So that's what we're going to be doing a lot together in the Dark Mother 2-day retreat. And then the Goddess Conference itself is going to be about Lady of the Otherworld. So reaching into the other world, reaching towards Crone as wisdom keeper, reaching towards she who has walked the path ahead of us, she who is on the journey and is of the great sky, is of the great night, is of the Dark Mother realm. So it's actually a perfect synthesis of our Dark Mother and what they're doing with Crone this year. Also, this tribe of women embraces older woman and aging woman more than any other tribe of women I have ever encountered. Now, of course, we would find this in indigenous tribes, right? For sure. But we don't encounter them very often. But this tribe of women, this tribe of priestesses in Glastonbury, they are not afraid to call themselves crone. They are not afraid to embrace aging. They are not afraid to be in their full-blown power and claim it and walk it and talk it and share it. And so to be in a crone year with those women, with those priestesses, with those people who hold it in that way is a totally different thing than thinking about being in an elder situation in our culture, for example, here in the US and in many other Western cultures as well. So one of the things that they really do beautifully around this topic is return the power to the crone. In ancient times and in indigenous culture still, the elder woman would be revered. She would be known to be the wisdom carrier. And, tribes would go to the elder women to get counsel on all kinds of things related to the care of the tribe. So we've lost that in Western culture almost entirely. Maybe some of us have a relationship with a grandmother that we see as being wise. But it's, it's pretty rare to be seeing elder woman as the wisdom keeper anywhere in this culture or Western culture at all. So to be in that environment and experience it in that way, and to see these women just like full force be crone is really incredible. And we don't need to be in a crone stage of life to be able to attend a conference like this where we're going to be celebrating Crone. What we're going to do there is learn from Crone. Learn who she is, learn what she is, especially she of the other world, the lady of the other world in this particular circumstance. Just like we don't need to be maiden in the maiden part of our lives still to go to a maiden year. So I just wanted to share that with all of you and answer that question that's been kind of coming towards me about, not really feeling related to Crone for attending this conference, and to let you know that there's so much power there and so much wisdom to be gained and to learn from and to immerse in, and to get to see elder woman and look forward on our own paths towards what we can become in a really potent, powerful way. So if that's a holdup for you, or something that you've been feeling a reservation about this whole thing, I hope that this can help you sort of move beyond that and not hold yourself back from attending this incredible conference around something that you just didn't understand, but to see it from this perspective and realize that there could be real medicine there for you and real learning there for you. And again, as always, feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions. And I'd love to have you with us. We have a few spaces left. It's going to be deep, beautiful HMS sisterhood time, and then amazing, incredible Goddess Conference time. Feel free to email me. I'm also available to hop on a phone chat if you want to talk it out. Let's get you there. I'd love to have you. All right, dear ones, blessed be.